Hi, this is Maria. I'm going to show how to make this pencil that I'm showing here using Procreate and stamp brushes. So let's get started. I'm going to go to my eraser tool and clear the page so we can have a blank slate. So let's go into Procreate. I'm going to click the plus arrow, screen size, just so I have a big canvas. I'm going to select my brushes and pick the new pack that I have is an Apple Pencil, iPad, and an iPhone stamp. I'm going to use the pencil itself today. So I'm going to pick a black ink. My opacity is all the way up, and the size of my stamp is just fairly big. I just simply don't want to go off the screen. So as with any stamp, you tap the screen and you get your image. Okay? So you can see it's fairly big on my screen. I'm going to make that a reference layer and then add a new clean one on top. So let's pick a pretty purple, and I'm going to, now I'm in that next layer, not the reference. Now if my threshold is too high, I'm going to try to do this wrong. Don't pick up your pencil if you do this. You see this blue line? It says threshold. I'm going to slide to the left and my threshold will come down so that I fill only what I want to fill. Okay? So if you come in and you fill and you don't have a problem, then you're fine. But if you come in and it's overfilling like this, that's because your threshold is too high. Okay? So don't pick up your pen and slide left and you bring that threshold down. Okay? So I'm going to undo because I want the cap to be white. I just wanted to show how to adjust the threshold. Okay? I'm going to add a layer. I'm going to go to a white, and I want to make sure my cap, now see there, I'm going to lower my threshold so the cap is in white, and I want the tip in white as well. I'm going to check that by going to layers and turn off the background. I want to make sure that my pencil is, everything has a color, so I'm missing the little spot there. Turn on those layers again. I turned on the background. Add another layer, and I'm going to pick a pretty gray. Fill in this little spot here. Okay, so double check, turn off that background layer. The whole pencil has color on it. Okay, so now I'm going to get this original outline layer and I'm going to slide and duplicate because I want the outline to be at the top as well. Okay, so I can see the pencil outline. Now I'm going to work in this layer, and I'm going to put some shadows and highlights in here. Let's go to the white paintbrush, and I'm going to pick a drawing brush, perfect marker, make a small little line. Now I'm going to make that little gray spot, this right here, that layer, I'm going to make it an alpha lock. Alpha lock means I will be drawing only in that gray layer. I'm going to draw across and hold for it to straighten. I'm going to switch to a darker gray. I'm still in the same brush thickness. I'm going to go down here at the bottom, hold for it to straighten, and make that same brush thicker. Make a thicker line here, hold, and go back to the white, and hold. Okay, now I'm still in that gray layer. I'm going to click the magic wand and select Gaussian blur, and I'm just going to go across the screen and you'll see this little blue line grow, and I'm just going to make that area fuzzy. Okay, and I'm making one of these. Okay, alright, so now I'm going to go back to this purple, and I'm going to add a layer above that. Make this a clipping mask. It puts a little down arrow, so it's a clipping mask of the purple. I'm going to go to my brushes and pick a pattern. And I think I want Tangle pattern. Now because it's a clipping mask, it will stay within that purple. Okay? Alright, so now I'm going to merge all those layers together. Add a layer on top. I'm going to get a white. Go back to my drawing brush. Perfect marker again. Make it a little skinny line. I'm going to go all the way across. Hold to straighten. And again, I'm going to go to the magic wand and use that Gaussian blur to make it fuzzy. We're just going to give it a highlight. Okay. Merge those. I'm going to add a layer, and I'm going to do another clipping mask of the whole pencil this time. I'm going to pick a darker gray. And because I have that clipping mask over the whole pencil, it's only going to color inside the pencil. Hold to straighten, magic wand, Gaussian blur, and make that shadow fuzzy. Alright, so then I'm going to merge all of that together. Slide and duplicate. I'm going to pick up black. Back to my layers, select and fill, and then move that black layer underneath the color. I'm going to select that top layer and use my little green dot to rotate and move it. Okay, I'm going to go back to my black layer, click the end and lower the opacity. Go back to my magic wand and Gaussian blur. Make that shadow fuzzy. Okay. Use the arrow tool and position it. Alter that shadow a little bit. Okay. I can go back to that top layer and rotate that a little more if I want to. Put things right where you want them. If that shadow is still too bright, you can bring it down some. Once you're happy with your design, click your layers, turn off the background color, wrench tool, share PNG, save image to your camera roll. That will save as transparent. Now you go back into Goodnotes, click your image tool, and the very last image is what we just made. That's it. Thanks for watching.